Welcome to week 1 of Unleash Yourself. And on this journey, we are going to start by building the foundation. So, in order to build the foundation, we need to look at our beliefs first. So, this is going to be a 2-step process that we need to complete this week. The first stage is to acknowledge and identify all of those self-limiting beliefs that you have. Now, to give you some examples, these could be things like, I don't like my hair, and I don't like my feet, and I don't like my weight, and I don't feel like I'm good enough, and I made the wrong career choice, and I don't know if I made the right decisions in school, and I have a bad relationship with money, or I don't have enough money, or whatever the negative self talk is that you think about yourself. We need to identify all of these things. So you're going to take a piece of paper, a separate piece of paper, not in a journal, and you're going to write down all of the negative things that you think about yourself. So, for example, one of the negative things that I currently am working on is I always say to myself, I'm really good with faces, but I'm bad with names. Well, the minute I say that is the minute I actually put that into existence. And so what you say and what you do becomes your reality. So I'm good with faces, I recognize people, but I don't remember their names. So it is, because that is what I've said. And so that is one of the negative self-talk things that I am working on right now. So I'm telling myself, and I wake up and I say, I am really good with names. Right? Because I'm putting out into the universe that I am good with names, that I remember people's names. So once we get this list done, once we get it all there, what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece of paper, we're going to roll it up, and we're going to burn this list. Now, this is a very old spiritual practice. This has been a spiritual practice that has been completed by multiple different groups throughout multiple different cultures, and it's effective. And the reason it's effective is because you take the negative aspects that you think about yourself and you take them out of the ether. You take them out of, they're floating around here, right? In little bubble things around your head. So you're taking them out of the ether, you're putting them on paper, you're actually manifesting them, and you're saying, I'm going to look at all of these negative things that I think about myself, and I'm actually going to materialize it, and I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to acknowledge it, I'm going to identify it, but then I'm going to release it, and I'm not going to have it anymore, because I'm going to say, I see you, and I'm going to get rid of you. Right? And so once we've done this list, we're going to roll it up and we're going to burn it. Now, we're going to be very mindful of fire safety. We're going to burn it outside. We're going to burn it in a fire pit, or we're going to burn it in a metal container. And we're going to be really mindful of, burning this piece of paper, right? We got to be careful, and we got to have safety. We're going to make sure it's not really windy. And so once you've got it done, you're going to burn it, and then you're going to release it, right? You're just going to release it. It's going to go back up into the ether, and it's going to disperse, and it'll just be gone. So now we have a void that we have to fill, right? So we've released it. We have a void within us. So now what we want to do is we want to fill that void. So this is where the next stage comes in, which is our self-empowering beliefs. These are all the things that we like about ourselves. These are all the things that we love about ourselves. So these could be things like, I love my caring nature. I love how I have a big heart. I love how I actively listen when people call me. I love how I research things. I love how I dig deep and, actually get to the core of the matter. So we're going to write down all of these self-empowering things, if also include in there the things physically you like about yourself. I like the color of my eyes. I like the color of my hair. I like my never give it up attitude. I like my, I'm never going to do whatever, right? So you're going to write down all of the positive things, all of the great things that you honestly love about yourself. Now, if you have a hard time with this, because sometimes people are like, I don't really know what I love about myself, then you're going to contact your family, you're going to contact your friends, and you're going to say, hey, working on this assignment, I got this self-work I got to do, and I got to come up with the list of things that I love about myself, and I'm having a hard time. Could you kind of help me out here a little bit? And these people are going to tell you things that they love about you, things that you may overlook and not even consider. So if you're having a hard time, then definitely outreach to the people in your life that know you best, that can say, I love that you're always there when I need you, or I love your smile, or I love how you sing when you're cooking dinner. I don't know, whatever it is that you do. So you just want to write down all of those things that you actually love about yourself. Now, once you've got that list done, what you're going to do is you're going to read that list to yourself every day, multiple times a day if you need to. I say at least do it in the morning so that you start your day off right. So you can read it to yourself by just pulling out the list and reading it, or you can read it out loud, which would be even better. Or if you really, really want to jumpstart your growth, you can read it out loud in front of a mirror while looking at yourself and read it to yourself. Now, words are power. So the minute you actually say words, you speak these words into existence. So after you do this for a week, you're actually going to feel better about yourself. So this is an assignment. This is something that I have done multiple times over the last 25 years. You know, if this is something that you've done in the past, I encourage you to do it again, because as we grow and as we move through life, the things that we didn't like about ourselves, say when we were in high school, are totally different from the things that we don't like about ourselves when we're in 25 or when we're 35 or 45 or 55. These things change as we grow. The same thing with our empowering thoughts. Our empowering beliefs that we have about ourselves change as we grow and move through life. So regardless where you are on your journey, regardless how old you are, or, you know, how long you've been following a spiritual journey, we always can benefit by identifying and acknowledging our limiting beliefs and then replacing them with empowering beliefs. So one of the things I do want to address is I had a student once tell me while they were doing this assignment that they felt like they were coming from a place of ego when they talked about the things that they loved. And they felt like they were being very arrogant, is the words that she used. And I remember telling her there's a difference between arrogance and confidence. So arrogance is coming from a place of having to have recognition, of saying, look at me, look how generous I am, look how loving I am, look how caring I am, look how humble I am, look how positive I am. So if you're coming at it from, oh, look at me, look how great I am, then yes, you're being arrogant. You're being very egotistical. But if you're just writing out this list and you're like, I'm caring, I'm considerate, I am conscientious, I am courageous, I have a never going to give it up attitude, then, and you're just saying what's true, then you're just coming from a place of confidence, and you're confident in who you are and what you have. And so there is a big difference between arrogance and confidence, and I know sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the two of them, but at the end of the day, the empowering beliefs that you're writing down are for you. And, you know, you're not, you know, going out into the world and saying, look at me, look at me, look at me. You're doing this so that way you can acknowledge those positive aspects about you, that you can, you know, that we can lay the foundation and get rid of the negative and really look at the empowering things in our life that we have right now, right? So what we have to look at to start our journey is, what do we have? What is our foundation? And what can we build upon. And so that's why we're going to start with identifying and acknowledging our beliefs. Now, if you have any questions or you have any concerns or you need some clarity, then please feel free to ask. If you want to share anything as you go through this journey this week, or you have any epiphanies or anything like that, then, the group is here. And, if that's something that you want to share, then yes, please do. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing how this week goes. I will check in and see if you have any questions or concerns midweek. Otherwise, I wish you the very best in this journey, and I am looking forward to getting your foundation in place.